My last video, I was talking about bokeh. And then one of my favorite channels, Woodland Photography, but the photographer's name is Dan. He's really an artist with the camera, and he uses aperture to tell the story of the composition that he's doing out in the woodlands. I watched his latest video, and sure enough, he's talking about aperture and how to use aperture to either blur out the background or how to make it all clear. I wanted this video to talk about clarity. I was getting a little restless at home. Wanted to get out for a couple of days, an overnight hike, and thinking of where to go. Thought of different places and thought, well, I'll just come up to one of my old favorites, the Elk River Trail. Wanted to come out here for three reasons. One was to get out and get back out, spend at least a night in the woods. I was looking for a place and stopped at a couple of spots that I had in mind. Neither was really what I was looking for this video. And sometimes you just find surprises. So I was coming down the road and I saw a sign for the Elk River Trail, but it wasn't one of my usual trailheads. And as I turned down the road, I found the road closing sign. Thought if I could get lucky, maybe, just maybe, there would be a good view of the lake or the river. And hoping that there might be a good little campsite. Everything started to fall into place. Let me show you the campsite I found. This beautiful little spot nestled in these cedar trees. It has a nice fire ring. If Rerun was with me, then we might have a fire tonight, but I don't think I'm going to use it tonight to have a fire. But I did come over here and I set up my tent nestled here in this little spot. And there was two of the three. It was something new. I was going to be able to hike for a couple of days. And then I found this beautiful little tent site. And I got to show you what I found. And I'm going to tell you what my plans are. And here's my setup for the evening. This is my little ZVE10 camera. I'm going to use it to video myself tonight while I'm working and be telling you about what I'm doing. And then this is my A6700, and right now it has the Tamron 28 to 200 millimeter zoom lens on it. So let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a couple of compositions. I want to show you how to get as clear of photos as I know how. Now you might think, well, like I said last time, if you open the aperture, if you open the eye of the camera, the eye of the lens, if you open it up as wide as it will go, then that's the way you get the shallow depth of field, and that's the way you get this blurry background, and everything is out of focus except for the image that you're focused on. And so if that's the case, then maybe the opposite holds true, and you just close the aperture up just as tight as you can. Maybe that's the way you get the sharpest. And that's partially right, but there's some problems lenses typically have, especially zoom lenses. When you close them up really tight, there's some distortion. As I said, and things grew still, the birds came out, and I was able to get a variety of pictures. This is an orchard oracle. It's up from the Caribbean coast of Mexico. And then I got this bluebird. It's a little migratory bird across America. It's the state bird of Missouri. And then this red-headed woodpecker, typically found in the eastern side of the United States, had seemed to make his home here. And an eastern kingbird, which is a flycatcher, I guess related to the scissor-tail flycatcher. It migrates from North America down to Central and South America. It stopped in here for a rest break. And then this indigo bunting. She groomed herself and then began to serenade. She also migrates from Canada to northern South America and part of the cardinal family. You can almost see that in her head. But it was wonderful, and I enjoyed just the peace of being out here. Hope you like this parade of birds. Let's get back to talking about aperture. It's the end of the day, and I'm sitting here finishing up my dinner, having a little bit of watermelon. I love watermelon. I wanted to show you how to have clear photos two different ways. One is taking the aperture and making it very small. The higher number of the aperture, the smaller it is, which gives you a greater depth of field across the length of the photo, and then taking that shot. Or in this photo here, what I did was I took 3 pictures. I focused on different objects in each of the 3 pictures. One near, one mid-range, one far out. I stacked those photos together to get this one. So, which one do you like most? Tell me in the comments. If you like this video, you ought to check out last week's. That was when I talked about bokeh, that background blur. Now, after this, I'm gonna be here tonight. I'm gonna do a night lapse. So next week's video will be about a night lapse of the Milky Way, done a little different in a different place. So until then, stay safe, stay healthy, stay on the path, and God bless you.